Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne back to do the bonus read. Oh, that's nice. I've got the lovers on the bottom of the deck here. Just to remind you that I'm going to put up the classes today. If you're interested in the class, it has instructions there on how to register. I'm running the same 4 classes over the 8 weeks, so repeating them a second time and seeing how they go. If the response isn't so good for particular ones, then I'll move them out the way and put something else there. And then later on, I might move to doing more classes. Once I've worked out what everybody is looking for and the sort of things you guys want to learn or to develop into, we'll go from there. I can't think of anything else to talk about. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot here. They just seem to need a good shuffle this morning for some reason. Alrighty. Lovely. I have the Three of Pentacles coming out. Now, the Three of Pentacles can talk about working on something. I always talk about this card feeling very spiritual for me because they're building a church. So I feel that you want to work on something that's very, very close to your heart. So it may be that you're trying to develop your own business. Very often with the Three of Pentacles, it talks about putting work into your own projects. Or it could be you want to invest something in someone else. Okay, we have the Tower. I haven't seen the Tower for days. It's amazing. We have the Tower coming out here. Now, the Tower talks of breaking down your old ideas. It talks about releasing sort of limiting beliefs about yourself or your journey. And in order to move forward, sometimes we have to break down what we know already in order to move forward. So I feel like you're getting sort of a little bit, it may be this is sort of a little bit of a confirmation for the What's Cracking reading this morning, but we'll keep going anyway. Sometimes we want to do something to build our own life path, to do what we want to do in terms of what we feel drawn to. And that is your life path. If you've got the calling to do something different, if you've got the calling to move in another direction, this is because your life is calling you there. Now, sometimes we have to then break down beliefs about what we think we should be doing. So sometimes we may get into jobs because they bring us money. Sometimes we feel that they're more secure and stable. But actually, the security and stability may be within ourselves to do this sort of work. So we're definitely looking at that. Now, we have a King of Swords coming through here. For some of you, this may be about building with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This person could represent a partner, can represent someone that you have strong feelings for that you want to build with. Someone here is wanting to speak up. This is a conversation here. This person wants to talk, and that's why the sword's being held very close to his chest. There's a message of passion coming through here from someone. Someone who may be a little cold with their feelings, somebody who may think logically, but this person has great clarity now about building with you. So I feel that this is a person too who's been keeping an eye on you here with this hawk. This person has been keeping a very close eye on you here. I feel that this person wants to offer you something. This is a king too, so you're getting an offer from someone who's done some work here. The Eight of Cups is here. So this person may have walked away from you in the past, or you may have walked away from them for whatever reason. Maybe they weren't emotionally investing in this situation. Maybe you were investing in yourself at this time. But it's also, maybe they needed to invest in themselves here. Because very often with the Three of Pentacles, this talks about self-investment too. Because it's quite a spiritual card, it talks about building yourself. So it could be that this person, yeah, there's a victory here. You've got someone moving towards you who wants to build with you. They want to make that 3 into a 6 of Pentacles. They want to help you move forward in your own life as well. So it may be that somebody's coming in to support you to do your own work. I feel that this person, either you've been romantic with this person, but they want to help you do your work, or they still are interested in the romance and the work, but it sort of feels almost like this person's had some sort of romantic connection to you, but they're back to help you build your own work, maybe invest in your business. There's sort of a coldness here with it, so I'm just not sure. Let's keep going. There is passion here though, because I do have the Ace of Wands coming through, and the Ace of Wands came through in the What's Cracking reading. This is a card of passion. This is a card of sort of going after what you want. Okay, so I have the Queen of Pentacles coming through here. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, or a Leo, or dealing with any of those people. Let me just take out another card. The Hanged Man. Okay, this is someone who's more focused on their security. The Queen of Pentacles loves her security. She loves the tangible things. She's very natural, very back to nature, but also likes to have creature comforts. And I feel like this is your energy, and I feel like you've been building something here within yourself. Maybe going inside to see how you want to move forward. But with the Strength card, this tells me you're building up who you are. So maybe you've been investing in yourself so that you can either break open your own business or move down your own path here. Very strong feeling again. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. A lot of cards of stability coming through. An ending of cycles, ending of negativity. That's why the Tower's there. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So beautiful reading again. Okay. So what I have here is you basically preparing yourself to bring in what you want on your life path. So it's very, very similar to the What's Cracking reading. This is about building your own stability, your own security here. This is about understanding that maybe you've been investing in a job for many years because you saw that as being stable, but now you're seeing that life is changing, and you're understanding that the stability here lays within yourself, or lies within yourself. I feel like you've been doing a lot of self-work to get to this point, but there's the huge realization here and closing out a cycle to go on a new path. The Hierophant too talks about, tradition, letting go of tradition. Maybe you've always believed that having a job was the most important thing, rather than having a job that you enjoyed or loved. So, your stability, you may have thought your stability lied in within bringing in wages every week, whereas your stability lies in loving what you do and knowing you're doing what you're doing for a purpose. Let's just keep going on. Then we have more stability with the Four of Wands. This is beautiful, and definitely ending out some sort of cycle here with the Tower. How very nice. And the Five of Wands at the end here. So again with this fear at the end, same place as the What's Cracking reading. The Five of Wands sort of, it's inner conflict. It's, do I, don't I, should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I? That type of energy where you're constantly going backwards and forwards with this energy of wanting to close something out. But with this World card here and this Ten of Swords, it's about to go. You're about to take a completely new journey here. Both readings, very, very similar. Now, I feel like here that it's possible that the King of Swords could represent your own energy here, could represent your clarity, can represent a truth being presented to you rather than something in a romantic or loving sense. I feel like you're finding your own stability and security within yourself. This is about building for the future. The Tower talks about breaking down old constraints, things that have been holding you back, old ways of doing, old ways of thinking. I feel like this is your energy. I think you're thinking really logically, you're trying to have clarity, you're building strategy here, and you're seeing things for how they need to be. No emotion anymore. No emotion in this particular situation. I think you're moving away from things to bring in this victory. I feel that you are walking away from an old life to start something very new, because now you see how this needs to be done. You've got some sort of eye-opening here through this Tower, and you're knowing now how to do this. So it looks to me like you're changing your way of seeing how work is. So I think there'll be a lot of people at the moment thinking about how to give up the job they really don't enjoy to do something they love to do. we're going to see a lot of change in the way people do things. It could be that you're changing to working less hours so you can have more time with your family, or to write a book, or to sing. But there's this feeling here that you're understanding the stability lies within yourself. And it's sort of like, I get it. You're like, oh, how will I pay my rent? How will I pay my bills? And it's saying here that if you change your thinking, the money's here. The money's here. So you have a new start with money, and you have the passion. So it's like once you bring in one, the other will follow. You've just got to have faith with this. And it means letting go of old ways of thinking. Know that you're going to do well no matter what you do. But still this sort of like energy here with this Five of Wands. So I'm going to clarify with the Moon, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Princess of Cups. See, the thing is, you're worrying about something because you can't see what's coming. So we tend to feel, if we can't control an outcome, if we can't see what's going to happen further down the track, this is why people always go, I want to be in a job that's full-time because at least I know it's secure. And I'm like, but it's no more secure than any other job. If your company wants to remove you, it's still only 2 weeks notice. So I'm not really sure why people think a full-time job is more stable. I know that, if you want to purchase a house, for example, you've got to be in a full-time role. But at the end of the day, it still only means 2 weeks notice, or maybe 4 weeks notice. Maybe you have a contract. But it still means your job is no more secure than the person above you deciding that you are no longer valuable in that role, or that they're going to restructure and your position is no longer there. I see you working on, I do see you working on something here. I do see you actually planning here, planning ahead, and looking here with the opportunities with the Princess of Cups. So looking for these opportunities. Look at her looking at that cup. She knows the opportunities are out there. She just needs to work to go towards them. So it may be that you're starting to make this change now in order to move towards a new position. This is absolutely a beautiful reading. The reading's been very, very different this morning though. It's funny having, I've been talking so much on personal development and, finding your way in life. I don't think I've ever really had such strong readings around life path. Okay, appreciation, which means that a lot of you are out there thinking about this. Appreciation has come out, which is the card of 15. This is choosing gratitude. And sometimes getting in that habit of doing that is sometimes changes all of your thinking, just trying to start to be grateful for everything that you have, but being grateful for what's here right now rather than trying to be grateful for where you're going to be in 12 months. Okay, so this card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She could be focusing on these, worrying that she might get caught up in the prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and on the tiny buds waiting to open up. This card is telling you that you have so much to be grateful for, and like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is more to come that you cannot see. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring more worth and riches of life to you. So remember, that's the tower. That's the tower, changing your thinking from lack to plenty. If you start to be grateful for everything you have and everything you receive, then you go from having a lack mentality or a poverty consciousness into moving in to having everything you need already. And once you're in the state of already having everything you need, then things will come to you easily. That's how it works. And I feel like this is you. See, with this backwards and forwards. But I think the tower's about to change that. Have a wonderful Tuesday.